Good afternoon, Loggers fans, and welcome to Asotin for this afternoon's contest between your LC Valley Loggers and the visiting Saints of California Community College. We believe we're about 8 minutes from kickoff here, but we might be set just a moment early. We appreciate you tuning in for our season opener. So we'll start with some introductions for your LC Valley Loggers. Brock Morris, number 1. Number 4, Bryce Klein. Number 5, Zane Rodriguez. Number 7, Damian Demler. Number 8, Garrett Thibodeau. Number 11, Eangelo Nunez. Number 13, Hunter Bell. Number 15, Toby Shaper. Number 16, Cesar Alberto. Number 21, Zeke Miller. Number 22, Wiley Mays. Number 23, Cody Cook. Number 24, Reagan Fitzpatrick. Number 25, Dylan Moore. Number 27, Austin Olson. Number 44, Nolan Swafford. Number 45, Dylan Sadler. Number 50, Jesse Cronin. Number 51, Chad Sutherland. Number 52, Hayden Berger. Number 54, Daytona Jordan. 55, Richard Vecchio. 59, Alonzo Flores. 75, Malachi Bruni. And number 77, Tucker Brown. So I don't have a whole lot of information for you on the Saints from Christian Community College down in California. My understanding is that they are a second-year program, that they got one game in last season, and then kind of took some time off to reformulate a little bit and get set, and are here. I believe this is their season opener. Unfortunately, I do not have a roster for them, so we'll just work off numbers instead of names for the Saints. We'll have a few special events here today during the broadcast. As we were preparing for the season, Kevin Laux, who was planning to be the head coach, unfortunately passed away, and so he is honorary head coach for the Loggers this season. We'll have a brief memorial for him during the game today, and we'll memorialize him at halftime. So a special welcome to our friends, the Saints, who are joining us on the broadcast also. We appreciate you making the trip up here and kicking off your season with us. So at halftime also, we will hear from the Loggers head coach, Phil Wendell, and hear a little bit about how he got to be here. If you have any challenges, feel free to let us know in the chat. This is our, I believe, second or maybe third year doing the broadcast. We're trying to do a little better each season, and we appreciate having you join us. So it's a fairly blustery afternoon here in Asotin. A few storms have blown through, and it looks like a few miles to the south there may be a little bit of precipitation falling, but right now it's just kind of a hot and humid afternoon here in Asotin, Washington. So for those of you who may be less familiar with the Loggers, it is a college affiliated program. All the students have to be enrolled in classes. I believe this year all of them are attending Lewis Clark State College. In previous seasons, some of the students have attended other colleges. A heavy roster of freshmen and sophomores, but we do have a few upperclassmen. I believe at least 3 juniors on the team. Bryce Klein, Hayden Berger, and Tucker Brown. This year, the Loggers will have 2 home games and 6 road games. We've got today's contest as well as another game late in the season here against a team from the Tri-Cities. We're doing a home and away with them, so we'll play them over at Richland during the season and then come back here toward the end of the season. Looking forward to seeing some of our familiar opponents this year, including Whitworth near the end of the season. And this will be our first look at the Saints from Christian Community College. Looks like we do have a name for the Saints, number 13, Alton Pate. We'll make a note of that. Number 13, Alton Pate. If you have other names, number 5, Marcus. Feel free to let us know in the chat, and we'll do our best to get names. Number 6. Okay, Peep, number 19. Okay. So for those of you who are tuning in that are familiar with the Saints, it appears that we have number 5, Marcus, number 6, Guap Ent, number 13, Alton Pate, and number 19, Peep. Diego Zapata, number 7. Number 32, Quentin Boyd. Number 6, Chase. Number 5, Marcus Rogers. Number 32, Quentin Boyd. Number 4, Joseph. Number 19, Germond Brown. Number 14, Amari Lott. Number 74, Miguel Rodriguez. Number 60, Dejon Warren. Number 28, Khalil Lott. Okay, teams are lining up. It appears we're having our conference with the officials. Okay, it is 6:02 and we are ready for the national anthem. PA announcer has just announced the national anthem. We're observing a moment of silence for the scheduled loggers coach, Kevin Laux. And we'll now proceed with the national anthem. And that concludes the national anthem. Okay, the officials are ready. And the captains will make their way out to midfield for the coin toss. So I would estimate the winds are about 25 or 30 miles an hour. It's a fairly breezy afternoon. The wind appears to be coming from the south, blowing north. The field here is about running from southeast to northwest.
The captains tonight for the loggers are Peyton Berger, Garrett Thibodeau, Zeke Miller, and Cody Ryan.
So I don't have log numbers for the captains on the Saints. It appears that number 5, Marcus Rogers, is one. It appears number 8 is another captain. And I'll try to get that third jersey when I can. The Loggers have won the toss and have elected to defer. The Saints will receive and will defend the right-hand end zone. So as we'll hear in our halftime interview, Coach Wendell does come from the defensive side of the ball, so it's no surprise to me that he wants to start on defense and set the tone early. So your broadcast crew here today consists of me, Romney Hogaboam, on camera and play-by-play, and my good friend Greg helping out on video scoreboard. And we are underway. Kick is into the end zone for a touchback for the Saints. Saints will start 1st and 10 on their own 25. Okay, from a shotgun. Number 8 back to pass. Pass complete up the middle. Good gain for the Saints, out to about the 42. So that'll bring up another first down for the Saints.
Saints drop back to pass. Number 8 rolls out right. He's brought down.
And a short gain of about 2 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and about 8.
Nice tackle by Malachi.
Malachi Bruni with the tackle for your Loggers. Handoff up the middle. And a very stout defense by your Loggers.
Stop it for a gain of 2.
That'll set up 3rd down and about 5 from the 47. "13 minutes, 20 seconds remaining." Back to pass.
Back to pass again.
Flushed out to his right. Flag comes down. Incomplete pass. Down to about the 32-yard line. Holding against the Saints.
Holding against the Saints. And the Loggers decline the penalty. 4th and 5 coming up.
Loggers decline the holding to bring up 4th and 5. It appears the Saints will go for it. First good test on defense for the Loggers. Back to pass. Rolls to his right. Good pressure from number 50. Pass is intercepted. Good interception by 13, Hunter Bell, but a better play would have been just to let that drop. Good for the stats, but less than ideal for field position. Okay, first offensive play for the Loggers this season. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Handoff up the middle. Good gain. Looks like a pickup of about 8 yards. Is going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Handoff to Cesar again.
Cesar across the 40.
First down.
Gain of about 7. I'm seeing some officials make some signals. Let's see if we can iron this out.
Flag was thrown on the play.
I don't see the flag on the field, so I'm not sure what to expect. That'll be a penalty against the Loggers. It'll remain 2nd down.
Penalty against the Loggers.
That'll be a loss of about 5.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
So with 11:18 to go.
Blitz comes. Damien gets a quick throw off, but it falls.
Good pass. Intended for number 11, D'Angelo Nunez, but he's only able to get one hand on it. Good pressure from the Saints. That'll stop the clock at 11:10 here in this first quarter and bring up 3rd down. Back to pass. He's got a wide open receiver, number 21. Out across the 45. Good pickup on the pass to Wiley Mays. And that's a 1st down, Loggers. Handoff, left side, number 11. He's still on his feet. out to across midfield to about the 30, but a flag on the play. Good run by Angelo Nunez. He's seen a lot of action today. Stop the clock. Oh, the penalty against the Saints.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty, and the Loggers first down.
So the result of the play is a big pickup and big yards on the penalty. That puts the Loggers in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 14.
Red zone, 14-yard line.
Handoff up the middle.
Who runs hard for a couple yards.
Looks like a pickup of about 2. That'll bring up 2nd and about 8. Back to pass.
Quick screen.
Up the middle.
To number 5, Zane, who looks like he's a yard away.
Stopped just short of the goal line, but that's a first down, Loggers.
That's another Loggers first down. QB sneak, and Damien takes it in for a touchdown.
It is a touchdown, Loggers. And with 9:04 remaining, stop the clock, in the first quarter, your Loggers go ahead by a score of 6-0. A really satisfying possession by the Loggers there. Setting up for the kick. Bouncing snap. Didn't really have a chance on that. Number 45 set to kick. Dylan Sadler. But a poor snap just didn't give him a real great opportunity. But still, with a score of 6-0, your Loggers are ahead with 9 minutes remaining in this first quarter of action. So for those of you who may not be familiar with the Lewis-Clark Valley here, Lewiston and Clarkston are the two major towns here on the Snake River. The towns are at the intersection of the Snake and Clearwater Rivers. Lewiston is the only seaport in Idaho with shipping traffic able to go down the Snake and Columbia all the way to the ocean. Asotin is just a few miles, about 5 miles south of Clarkston, and just a real nice community. We appreciate them having their field available for today's game. And set to kick. It's a short kick. It is recovered by the Loggers, number 21, Zeke Miller. I don't see any flags on the field. The Loggers' possession will stand. I've not seen an onside kick early in a game by the Loggers in several seasons, to my recollection. And a little stutter step. He finds a lot of room out across the 20, inside the 15. Great pickup for the Loggers.
And that's the Loggers' first down.
First down, Loggers. And a few Saints jogging off the field. Numbers 60 and 15 coming out. Back to pass, left side. Has an open man. And it is a touchdown, Loggers. So the Loggers will try a kick again. Number 13 set to hold. Oh, over his head.
Bad snap here. Dylan throws it incomplete.
Throws it out of bounds.
But the Loggers have a 12-0 lead on the Saints.
So a little bit of work to do on the PATs, but the Loggers are off to a quick 12-0 start with 8:13 left to go in the first quarter. So the Saints set 5 men up on the 40-yard line with 2 deep receivers back at about the 5. Number 45 set to kick for the Loggers. And another short kick.
And the Loggers recover it again.
And another recovery.
Another great kick and recovery for the Loggers.
So the Loggers will start this possession right at midfield. Still working left to right. Back to pass. Oh, and under pressure, he is sacked. Number 50 with the sack for the Saints. And a loss of about 10 on the play. We're inside 8 minutes to go in this first quarter of action. Back to pass, left side, open receiver. Gain of about 15 on the play, or 5 on the play, correction. That'll bring up a 3rd and 14. Back
to pass. Pressure comes. He throws it deep to number 1.
Oh, just overthrows his intended receiver, number 1, Brock Morris. Brock Morris didn't have a step. He had about 5 yards on his defender. Unfortunately, just slightly out of sync. Good route. Good idea. Just a step difference between the quarterback and receiver. So that'll bring up 4th and 14. Loggers set in a punt formation. Number 23 back at about the 20-yard line for the Saints.
Dylan Sadler with the boot. And it's fair caught for the Saints.
Fair caught
Down
at the 14-yard line. The Saints will resume this, their second possession, on their own 14. So 7 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in this first quarter of action.
Saints back to pass.
Back to pass number 8. Rolls to his right.
Rolls out. Breaks 2 tackles. 3 tackles. Gets a first down.
Gain of about 12 or 13 on the play is a first down, Saints. And we have a Loggers player down on the 40-yard line. Trainer is going out to check on him. We'll step away briefly while they attend to him and return shortly. Garrett Thibodeau came off, and we are back ready for action.
First and 10 here for the Saints, and they pass again. Swing pass out to number
Pass
7.
on the near side. Good team work with
Tackled by Dylan Sadler for a short gain.
limiting him to about 3 yards. Dylan Sadler.
Spread formation for the Saints. They draw back to pass.
Back to pass again is number 8. Rolls to his right, his favorite direction.
Quarterback.
Big gain for him on the play. Out across
Gain for the
midfield.
Saints to bring it up to the 50-yard line.
And it appears we have a timeout taken by the Loggers.
Timeout, Loggers.
We'll step away for our sponsors and return shortly. With 5:41 left to go in the first quarter, it is 12-0 in favor of your LC Valley Loggers. Welcome back to this first quarter of action. And with 12 men on the field, the Saints will take a timeout.
Timeout Saints. Looks like they had 12 men on the field.
So for those of you who are less familiar with the Loggers, we play a combination of Saturday and Sunday games. Generally, our Saturday games are against full rosters, and our Sunday games are against the second half of the rosters of some of the larger schools in the area. We are back in action.
Saints drop back to pass again.
Under pressure, complete to a wide open man, up the middle.
Tackled by Bryce Klein.
Good work by Bryce Klein to work against his player and get free and make the tackle. But that's a big pickup and a 1st and 10 from about the 18 for the Saints.
Swing pass right. And the Saints are brought down.
That'll be a 1st down to about the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Saints. They have a receiver wide to the left. Low snap. Under pressure, he slips the tackler. Incomplete. Intended for 0 of the Saints. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:10 remaining in the first quarter.
Empty set for the Saints. They look to pass again.
Under pressure.
Under pressure. Number 8 breaks 2 sacks, and he's thrown out of bounds for a loss of 4 yards.
Loss on the play of about 4. Good pressure by the Loggers. They seem to be picking up the quarterback's tendency to run to the right and are applying good pressure. So 3rd down. Empty backfield.
Another empty set. 3rd and goal. Back to pass.
Pass. Incomplete.
By Nolan Swafford.
Number 44, Nolan Swafford, able to help disrupt that pass. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ineligible man downfield, penalty declined.
That play was a little bit slow developing, and an ineligible player got a little bit downfield.
Excuse me, it was accepted.
The Loggers will accept that penalty and move the Saints back. Correction, penalty will be declined.
Sorry, 4th and goal. Penalty was declined. 4th and goal from the 10-yard line.
So 2 receivers, 3 receivers for the Saints on the near side.
Loggers looking to make a big stop here. Let's make some noise for them.
Pass is up. Intercepted by number 13. Hunter Bell with the interception for the Loggers. The second interception on the day for the Loggers. Good job by Bell to go up and get that ball. Loggers will start this possession with 2:46 remaining. Clock runs a fair amount of the time, but the possession change will stop the clock. Handoff up the middle.
Run up the middle for the Loggers for short gain.
Short gain of about 2 for the Loggers on the play. Will bring up second down and 8. Pass, right through the hands of number 1, Brock Morris, or possibly 11. I believe that was D'Angelo Nunez, the intended receiver. Good scheme, got him open. And that'll bring up third down.
Big 3rd and 8 here for the Loggers.
Back to pass.
Line gives him some time. He throws
Pass complete. Brock Norris. It takes 3 to bring down the big man.
Huge gain for the Loggers. That's another Loggers 1st down.
Brock Morris, great catch and run. Across midfield to the 33. So the wind's died down quite a bit. The Loggers don't need to kind of plan this possession and the quarter change around the wind like they might have at the start of the game. Handoff up the middle to number 15.
It's like a gain of 5.
Gain down to the 28-yard line. Handoff up the right side. Fitzpatrick out across the 20 for a first down. Loggers.
Damien back to pass. That's great protection. She buys some time. A flag on the play.
And eventually brought down.
Incomplete.
Flag comes in.
Looks like that will be intentional grounding.
And possibly a couple Saints shaken up on the play. I believe 61 shaken up a little bit. We'll get an explanation here. Holding against the loggers will be declined. Intentional grounding, loss of down against the loggers. That'll move the loggers back to about the 40-yard line and bring up set. Correction, that'll be the 34-yard line. Good route. Gain down to about the 15. That'll bring up 3rd and about 6.
3rd and 5 here.
And that will end this first quarter of action.
For the Loggers, who lead 12-0.
After one quarter of action, the score is Loggers 12, Saints 0 from here in beautiful Asotin, Washington. We'll step away while they flip the field and return shortly. All right, welcome back to Asotin for this second quarter of action. Loggers are set with 3rd and 6 on the 15-yard line.
Loggers back to pass, and the ball is tipped by number 0, bringing up 4th and 6.
Incomplete pass, tipped by number 0 of the Saints, will bring up 4th down.
Davian back to pass, looks left, batted down by the Saints. That'll bring up a change of possession.
Amari Lott, number 14, breaking up the pass for the Saints. So with the change of possession on downs, the Saints will start 1st and 10 from their own 15. So wide set for the Saints.
Saints come out, trips right. Throw back the pass again, and they throw it deep down the field. And it is
Intercepted by the Loggers. Hunter Bell, a big return. And a flag comes in.
I believe that is Hunter Bell's third interception today.
Third interception on the day for the Loggers. That ball just hung up a little bit on the Saints.
Flag on the play, and the refs are talking this one over.
Holding. And a horse collar.
Loggers will take over. Looks like there was a holding penalty and a horse collar penalty on the play.
So the ball will be placed on the 25-yard line. As we wait for the down box to get moved.
Because of the penalties, the Loggers will take over at the 25-yard line.
So the Loggers again getting a nice short field. This possession beginning at 14:39 remaining in this second quarter.
Loggers back to pass.
Pass complete to 44. He slips one. He has room. Touchdown Loggers. Good catch and run by 44. Nolan Swafford for the Loggers.
Great run after the catch by Nolan Swafford.
PAT set. High snap, but he gets it down.
The PAT is good.
It's good.
Loggers,
PAT kick. First successful PAT this season for the Loggers. Makes the score 19-0. So it appears the rosters are fairly similar sized for both teams. I'm counting about 10 or 12 players on the Saints sidelines, and I believe we have about 13 or 14 on our sideline. This will be the Loggers' first time kicking from right to left today. So after a couple successful onside kicks, the Saints bring 5 up to the line, all the way up to the 45.
Loggers the kickoff here.
And a long kick into the end zone. That barely stayed in the field of play, but barely is still staying.
Saints will start at the 25 here.
So on the touchback, the Saints will start on their own 25. So the wind has nearly entirely died here on the field. Some flags across the field seem to be moving pretty well, but the flags on the goalposts are completely still.
Saints start their drive with the pass. Number 8 scrambles around and he throws it deep. And a near interception by Dylan Moore. Bounced right out of his hand.
Dylan Moore nearly has a chance to give the Loggers the ball back, but it's just an incomplete pass, bringing up 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the Saints have been fairly pass heavy this evening.
Saints start back to pass. Loggers bring the pressure.
Good pressure.
Cesar and Garrett meet at the quarterback for a Loggers sack.
And that is a sack for your LC Valley Loggers.
The sack brings up 3rd and 20.
Number 8 for the Saints had nowhere to go with defenders coming from both sides and did well to hold on to the ball. So 3rd and 20 from their own 15-yard line.
Loggers play in prevent here. It looks like to avoid the long pass, and the quarterback takes off running for a gain of about 8.
Gain of about 8 on the play. Set up a long 4th down for the Saints.
Fourth and 12 here for the Saints. And their quarterback is off the field. Looks like they'll be punting. No, they're going for it. They are not punting here.
Saints appear to be going for it here on 4th and 12 from their own 23. Back to pass.
New quarterback number 13 throws it short, and the Loggers will take over.
Incomplete pass. This is one of the few change of possessions with Loggers not acquiring the ball on an interception today. And the Loggers will have really good field position on the 23.
Men on the field for the Saints. Hand off to Zeke Miller.
Flag comes in. Oh, he's got room. Still on his feet. Inside the 5 with at least 2 flags on the play. Penalties will offset, one against the Loggers, one against the Saints, and we'll do it all over again.
Bringing up 1st and 10 again.
Run.
Off to Cesar, and there's nowhere to go.
Stopped for no gain. Cesar Alberto on the carry. Loss of about 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 11. Back to pass is number 7. Pass complete. Short gain across the 20.
Gains 5 yards.
That'll bring up 3rd and about 6.
Third and 6 here for the Loggers. Big play coming up.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Back to pass. Tucks it. Goes up the middle. Out across the 15.
Near a 1st down. It'll bring up 4th and inches here.
Good gain on the play to bring up 4th and about a half yard, maybe less.
Kiwi sneak for the Loggers. They got it.
They get good push,
False start.
but a flag comes in.
So push it back to 4th and 5. Let's make some noise here for the Loggers. Big 4th down.
4th and 5. Number 7. Set to pass. Pass complete.
To number 8,
Garrett Thibodeau
brings it down to the 3-yard line. That's a
for the 1st down. Loggers. So that'll set him up on the 3-yard line. 1st and goal.
First and goal here. Fumble and Loggers, but they're able to recover.
And the Loggers recover their own fumble. They'll lose yards on the play, but retain possession. And that'll move them back to about the 9-yard line.
QB draw, but there's nowhere to go.
Good defense by the Saints to get into the backfield and prevent a gain. Looks like that'll be a loss of about 2 on the play, bringing up 3rd and goal from the 11.
Third and goal here for the Loggers.
Back to pass, looks left.
Damien throws left to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the Loggers.
Loggers bring out
Number 45, Dylan Sadler, out kick for the Loggers. Ball will be spotted on the 18. This will be a 28-yard attempt. And some confusion. The ball is loose.
Saints take over on the fumble at about the 28-yard line.
So more special team snap issues are going to give the Saints relatively good field position. They're going to start on their own 28.
Yeah. Saints back to pass with the new quarterback in.
Pass is incomplete.
Ball falls incomplete.
Short pass attempt. Good pressure by your Loggers. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hayden Berger subbing in for Malachi here. Saints back to pass. Quick swing
Pass
out.
a little low.
The ball falls incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 10.
I believe intended for number 23 of the Saints. Tough attempt to grab the ball down around the belt or maybe slightly lower. Unable to corral it. That incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down. And a player runs onto the field fairly late for the Saints, number 16.
Saints, another swing pass.
Incomplete.
Ball falls incomplete again.
Intended for number 16. So 3 incomplete passes brings up 4th down and 10 for the Saints. So I believe previously when they faced 4th down, the Saints have gone for it. Let's see what they opt to do here. And a timeout will be taken
Timeout here
by the Saints.
Loggers 19, Saints 0.
We'll step away to honor and acknowledge some of our sponsors and return shortly. Here with 8:03 remaining in the 2nd quarter, it is Loggers 19, Saints 0. Well, welcome back to action here. It is 4th down. This looks like a possible kicking formation.
Saints look like they're going to punt here.
He will pull it down and kick. Very short kick.
Very short kick, but a good roll for the Saints. The Loggers are going to take over here at the 43-yard
So with a good roll, the Loggers will start their possession on their own 43. Number 7, Damian Demler back. Hands off to 44. He breaks some tackles. Still on his feet. And he makes it across midfield to the 47.
47-yard line.
Ball will be spotted on the 48. Good gain on the play. Brings up second.
48-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 1.
And 1. Handoff. He's got a hole.
He's running hard, breaking tackles. He's driven forward. Looks like a Loggers first down.
First down, Loggers. Nolan Swafford, good solid carry out across the 40. It appeared to take about 4 Saints to bring him down. Handoff, number 24.
Time to Reagan Fitzpatrick for a gain of about 8.
Reagan Fitzpatrick with a gain of about 8 on the play. Good solid gain for the Loggers. Two in the backfield with number 7. Handoff to number 16.
Cesar this time. Breaks a couple more tackles. He's running
He's still on his feet. Good gain.
Loggers first down.
First down, Loggers. Down to about the 10. So that'll be 1st and goal. Appears the ball spotted on about the 9. One man in the backfield. He'll tuck it.
Damien tucks it himself.
Gets held up and tackled.
Gain of 0.
That maybe scored a minus yard on the play. Looks like the ball spotted either on or just possibly slightly inside the 10. Second down.
Bryce Kleinen here at quarterback. He takes the ball, he runs it himself, and he scores a touchdown.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, Loggers. With that touchdown, the Loggers go ahead by a score of 25-0 with 4:31 remaining in this second quarter of action. So we'll see if the Loggers have made a little headway on their PAT hikes. Another low snap. Flag comes in.
Flag down here. And the Saints jumped offside.
Offsides penalty against the Saints. Loggers will still opt to go for the kick. Good snap. Good kick. PAT is good.
26-0 Loggers.
Loggers are looking a little bit better on each possession.
Shout out to the Loggers offensive line on that last drive. Malachi, Tucker, Chad, Alonzo, and Hayden.
So with 4:31 remaining, the Loggers will get set to kick. Last time, the previous sets of onside kicks drew the Saints up to the line, up to the 45. Looks like they'll set 5 players on the 45 again this time. And the Loggers opted to send it deep last time for a touchback. So there are a few spots deep that they might opt to try to send it. We'll see what the Loggers do. Officials are set. Loggers are set.
Dylan Sadler with the kick, and he boots it deep.
And a deep kick.
Number 7 catches the ball at about the 3-yard line.
And a return attempt will be made.
And tackled there by Nolan Swapper.
Tackled at about the 20.
Looks like that's the 20-yard line.
Appears the ball is going to be spotted on the 21 for this Saints possession. Back to pass. Fake. And then the pass is made. Short gain on the play, but the Loggers defender is right there to assure no gain after the catch. That'll set up second and about 7. Solid defense by your Loggers on that play.
Back to pass again, swing it to the running back.
A pass a little bit low and behind the intended receiver. I believe that was intended for number 16. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Back to pass again, they throw it.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 0 on the Saints. But several Loggers defenders right there. I believe about 4. And that'll bring up a 4th down. under pressure, and he's sacked
Loggers.
by number 24, Reagan Fitzpatrick. Sets the Loggers up with really good field possession yet again.
Offense is going to take over here at the 16-yard line.
After the sack, it's going to be 1st and 10 Loggers from the 16. Damian Demler set for the Loggers. Number 44 in the backfield with him. Handoff.
Handoff here to Brock Morris when there's nowhere to go.
Brock Morris with the carry. But good penetration by the Saints results in a loss of about 2 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 here as we close in on the end of the half.
Number 11, D'Angelo Nunez joins the backfield.
Damian takes it himself. And QB slides for about 1 yard.
Short gain on the quarterback keeper. We'll bring up 3rd and about 11.
Damian back to pass. He throws it deep to the left.
Pass incomplete. Intended, I believe, for number
11.
Trying to get the number of the intended receiver there. Appears to be 5. Zane Rodriguez, the intended receiver.
Damian back to pass again. He's got time.
Passes up.
To Bryce Klein, who nearly catches it.
Incomplete, off the hands of the Saints receiver, and Loggers unable to corral the pass. Incompletion is going to result in a turnover on downs. The Saints will begin a possession with 1:50 remaining. That's enough time if they can pick up some quick yards. So the Saints break the huddle. Appears that number 13 is set to quarterback on this possession. Another player runs on.
Saints with just 10 men on the field.
Number 4 runs on for the Saints.
Back to pass, swing out to the running back.
Pass complete.
There by number 23.
Gain out to about the 19. Short gain on the play of about a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to pass.
Again. Another
Pass
strike to the
complete on the
running
left
back,
side.
and it is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 58.8 seconds remaining in the first half.
Third and 9 here for the Saints. 58.8 seconds remaining. Saints drop back to
39.
again, and the quarterback
Looks like he's got some room.
He avoids the tackle, and he's taken out of bounds.
Good tackle. That'll stop the clock.
By Cesar. That's going to be a Saints first down.
First down for the Saints. There's going to be some discussion among the officials deciding whether it's a first down. The down box is showing first, and they'll now move the chains for a first down. .2 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass left side. Nobody there. Possibly some miscommunication as the Saints went deep. Receiver went deep, but the quarterback was looking for a screen or a swing pass.
Saints swing pass to the running back.
Met immediately.
And Nunez
breaking up the pass.
Bringing up 3rd and 10.
That'll stop the clock with 42.4 remaining. So it appears the Saints have 11 on the field for this play. At least up here in the box, we've been counting players and possibly not finding all their jerseys on each play.
Saints realized they only had 10 players out there.
Low snap, picked up by 23. Looks to find a corner. And gets a first down out to about the 39. Timeout taken. No, correction. Clock stopped before the chains. Wind the clock.
Saints have a new quarterback in, number 7, and he drops back to pass, throws it deep.
Pass is incomplete. 3 loggers there on defense.
Garrett, Hunter, and Dillon were all in the vicinity.
So the loggers' pass defense on long plays has seen a lot of loggers around very few Saints. 6 seconds remaining. This could be the last play of the half. Coach Wendell sends his loggers deep into a prevent defense.
Loggers in prevent with 6 seconds left.
Pitch.
Pitch it out.
And he'll be met
by a group of loggers to end the half.
For, looks like a short loss on the play. And that will end the first quarter of action, or the first half of action here in Asotin. So during halftime here, we will read the obituary of Kevin Laux, who is the honorary head coach for the Loggers this season. Good afternoon. I'm here with Coach Wendell to talk about the upcoming Logger season. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, Coach, this is your first year coaching the Loggers. How have you wound up here in Lewiston?
So I was a teacher for 22 years, and I coached football, head coach for several years, 5-6 years, and then through the former defensive coordinator, Coach Laux, who was going to take over this year, he asked me to come over and be involved and be an assistant, and then I stepped up and took over when unfortunately that happened with him.
So, where are you from?
So I'm born and raised in Stevenson, Washington,
Okay.
Down on the river down there in the gorge, and went to Eastern Washington, early 90s, and then got a teaching job back at my alma mater in 98, and was there until February 2022.
Good. So, I think this is a little bit of a new experience for the Loggers, having a more defensive-minded head coach. What do you think that's going to really set the tone for the Loggers for this year?
Well, it's a lot about attitude. We're going to definitely be more aggressive blitzing, and I've got some great athletes on the defensive line. I'm really excited about our coverage guys too. Good speed. We picked up some players this summer that are really contributing. Mm-hmm. And I think the biggest thing is we're not going to put ourselves in a situation where our defense is going to be forced to have to make a big play. So we're going to be smart about putting the ball down, pinning the team down in the other end, and giving our defense a long field to defend, because ultimately we want to bend but not break as a defense and try to keep their scoring down.
Okay. And it looks like our schedule for this year is about half Saturday games, about half Sunday games, so we should be able to see some of the second half of some rosters.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bob Thorson's done a really great job of giving us a balanced schedule. It gives us a fairly quick season, but we're still building the program, so we don't want to have a 12-game schedule and stretch it out until November. We're not quite there yet, but it gives us a good schedule, well-rounded. We have some home games, which is great. And then, our travel games this year, it's a mix of Saturday and Sunday games, so it'll give everybody a chance to go and see us play.
Great. Well, I appreciate you taking a few moments to introduce yourselves to us, Coach Wendell, and go Loggers.
Go Loggers.
All right. Well, we have about 8 minutes remaining in halftime. We're going to step away for a few minutes and catch our breath, but we do appreciate you tuning in for this game this evening between the Loggers and the Saints. Well, welcome back to this evening. We'll go over a few scores from games which may be of interest to some of our fans, as well as the Loggers' upcoming schedule. The Loggers will next be in action on Sunday, September 3, at George Fox University. Those of you who may be in the Newburgh, Oregon area, we invite you to come down and join us. Following that, Saturday on September 9 at Puget Sound. Then Saturday the 16th at Pacific Northwest Christian College, followed by a Sunday game on the 24th at Pacific University. So for scores of interest, there's some NAIA schools that you guys may be familiar with. Of particular note here, the Yotes of College of Idaho won over Lincoln of California 37-3 today. NCAA Division III doesn't get going until Thursday, so there are no scores of note to report there. In other college FBS action, Notre Dame was victorious 42-3 over Navy, and USC currently leads San Jose State 42-21 after 3 quarters. In NFL action, Packers beat the Seahawks 19-15, and the Cowboys lead the Raiders 31-16. That should have you pretty well caught up on the action here. So the Loggers are ready. We are awaiting the return of the Saints. So let's go over the roster to the degree we know it for the Saints. Number 13, Alton Pate. Number 5, Marcus Rogers. Number 6, Chase. Number 19, Peep. Number 7, Diego Zapata. Number 32, Quentin Boyd. Number 4, Joseph. Number 19, Germond Brown. Number 14, Amari Lott. Number 74, Miguel Rodriguez. Number 60, Dejan Warren. Number 28, Khalil Lott. And number 18, Decory Burnham. We appreciate the Saints making the long trek up here for their season opener. I believe they have a fairly full schedule planned and the possibility of adding another game. So I'll go ahead and step back away until the Saints return from their halftime meeting. Thanks for tuning in. All right, the Saints have returned, or are in the process of returning from their halftime meeting. I believe they went over to the area of their bus just to kind of recoup and get ready for this second half of action. The wind is pretty much non-existent here, and it's tough to have the lighting show real well on the broadcast, but I think that's fairly accurate, what you're seeing. Nice evening, getting darker, and the lights are definitely helpful, but just a gorgeous evening here for opening weekend football. All right. So the loggers are set to receive. They're sending 5 up to the line with their deepest men back at about the 24-yard line. The officials are ready. The Saints are ready. Kicker is ready.
Looks like the loggers are ready for an onside.
And the kick is away. It is a low kick.
Short kick. Recovered by Dylan Moore at the 30-yard line.
Covered at the 30. Loggers will start their possession at their own 30.
Run here by
On the near edge.
Cesar picks it up to the 40-yard line.
Gain of about 10. We'll see where they spot it.
Hunter Bell.
Looks like a pickup of 8 for the Loggers. Handoff up the middle.
Handoff up the middle for Loggers. First down.
Gain of about 6 for a first down. Loggers. Handoff left side.
Handoff to Reagan Fitzpatrick for a gain of 3.
Short gain on the play of about 3. And a Logger spot is going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Got a running lane.
Good run. He has one man to beat and is dragged out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
What a big run for the Loggers. That'll be another Loggers first down.
First down, Loggers. Once he found the second gear, it was hard to keep up. Number 13 set to accept the snap. Hand off to 44 up the center.
Hand off to Reagan Patrick.
Down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff.
Handoff to Nunez, who scores a touchdown for the
Touchdown, Loggers. So with that touchdown, the Loggers go ahead with 32 points. PAT formation. And number 13 pulls down the kick and is unable to get much forward progress. PAT will fail. High snap didn't give him a great opportunity to get that down. So, with 11 minutes remaining, we have a score of 32-0 in favor of your LC Valley Loggers. So the Loggers are all 5 yards behind the football. Officials are ready, kicker's ready. And the kick is up. And the ball dies at about the 20. Good return for the Saints, number 23. Brings it back to the 39. So the Loggers give a little bit bigger return than they've been giving much of the day. But the Saints are still facing a fairly long field. Low snap. Pass intercepted. Nobody to ahead of him.
Nunez with the touchdown.
Nunez with the pick six. It is a touchdown, Loggers. So in our halftime interview, we heard from Coach Wendell about his defense wanting to, if necessary, bend and not break. They've not done much bending today. Very solid pass defense with multiple interceptions. Have just gotten the defense off the field fairly quickly in most cases. So it looks like a conversion attempt
2-point conversion here. Hunter takes it
is successful.
40 points for the Loggers.
Hunter Bell gets the 2-point conversion, making it 40 points for your Loggers. We're going to step away for a sponsor break here and see if we can brighten our exposure just a little bit. Welcome back. Kick is away. Deep kick. Back to about the 10. Tries to change field a couple of times. Just not a lot there. Taken out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Correction, 20-yard line by Hunter Bell. So with the clock running and about 8 minutes 45 seconds, the Saints will break the huddle.
Number 7, quarterback for the Saints, drops back pass, swings it out to the running back.
Pass incomplete from number 7, intended for number 16. Just about a yard downfield of where number 16 was waiting for the ball. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10. Two men in the backfield.
Back to pass for number 7.
Wide open.
Wide open. Looks like he's going to score a touchdown.
He's got the room. Touchdown, Saints. Number 0 with the touchdown reception. Got behind his defender and didn't look back. So with the Saints touchdown, the score becomes 42-6. And it's good to see some life from the Saints.
Saints are going for the 2-point conversion here.
Passes up.
The pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. Looks like possible miscommunication there, with the receiver cutting toward the corner and the quarterback looking for the receiver cutting toward the goalpost. Incomplete pass results in a PAT being unsuccessful. At 8 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in this third quarter, score is Saints 6, your LC Valley Loggers 40. So the Saints quickly get out to the line. They're enthusiastic and ready to keep going. So it's interesting to see the different strategy. The Loggers line up 5 yards deep on their kickoffs. The Saints, I believe, are lining up with the football often, just a little bit closer. Officials appear ready. Kicker is ready.
Number 0 set to kick for the Saints.
And the kick is away. Another low bouncing kick. Good return.
Nunez with the big return out to the 45.
Out to the 45-yard line. Good return by Nunez. Set the Loggers up on their own 45. So in the first half, the Loggers were having good success with the run. Let's see what Coach Wendell has lined up for the Loggers here in this second half. Second possession of the half. Pass is up. Incomplete. Ahead of his intended receiver, with a couple Saints right there in the neighborhood. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Pass near side to number 5. He's got a blocker out across midfield, and that'll be a Logger first down. Gain of 11 on the play. Good to see Loggers out there making room. Handoff in the backfield. Up the middle. He's got room on the left edge.
He's running hard for a gain of about 15.
That is a very strong run. He pushed down a couple of defenders.
Staggering
and was not to be denied. First down, Loggers. So the humidity is fairly high this evening, but it doesn't seem to be resulting in a lot of cramps or other issues. Both teams seem well conditioned. Sweep near side. Out to the 20-yard line. Pickup of and a man down on the field for the Saints. Number 3 appears to be limping. Correction, number 5. Marcus Rogers makes his way off the field for the Saints. That'll bring up second down.
Second down 2 here for the Loggers.
Run up the middle.
Breaks the tackle.
Good strong run down to about the 6 or 7. And that's a first down, Loggers. So the run-heavy play call is working well for the Loggers here again in the second half.
First and goal here for the Loggers. Hunter Bell takes it.
Calls his own number.
Scores another Loggers touchdown.
Untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Loggers. And with that touchdown, the Loggers are now at 46. The offensive coordinator rousing the crowd a little bit, and the crowd responding well. Excited to see their Loggers off to a great start to the 2023 season. Good snap. Good hold. PAT is good.
47 points for the Loggers.
With the PAT, that's 47 for your LC Valley Loggers. So 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter of action here from Asotin. For those of you who may not know, Asotin is a word that I believe means place of eel. This area was inhabited by Native Americans for many, many years, and they would often harvest eel from Asotin Creek here. Once it was named, then everybody knew the eel were here. You don't see a lot of eel here in the river anymore, but they are still here. A lot of people like crawdad fishing here in the Asotin River, or Asotin Creek, and in the Snake River into which it flows. So the ball's on the tee. Officials are running off the field because they're nearly ready. Saints are ready. They've got 5 up, 10 yards from the ball. Loggers assume their normal position, 5 yards behind the ball to get a good run up.
Sadler set to kick off.
Kick is away. It is deep.
He boots it down to the 5.
Booming kick to the 5.
Number 23 for the Saints. Takes it out right in his tackle.
Out to about maybe the 22, 23. Ball will be spotted on the 24-yard line.
Tackle by Cody Ryan.
Cody Ryan on the tackle for your Loggers.
I don't know. Yeah. Saints with the run for a loss of about 3 yards.
Loss of about a yard on the play. We'll bring up second
For Chad.
and 11.
Saints with another run that's going nowhere. The group
Good
of Loggers
swarming
with another
defense.
tackle for loss.
I think I count 4 gold helmets there on the tackle. 4 loss. Significant loss on the play. Back to about the 15-yard line. That brings up third down.
3rd and 19 here for the Saints.
So third and long 19 facing CCC Saints.
Pass here for the Saints. Number 7 loads up and throws it deep. And it's
Incomplete.
intercepted.
Solid defense by the Loggers.
There is a flag down on the play.
Roughing the passer is the call. So the Loggers bail out the Saints with an unfortunate penalty. And a player shaken up on the play. And it appears the shaken up player is able to continue.
Results in a first down, automatic first down for the Saints.
After the 15 yards and the automatic first down, it will be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Another run for the Saints. And a group of Loggers take them down for a loss of 1 yard.
I believe that was number 16 with the carry for the Saints. Loss of 1 will bring up 2nd and 11. So we're in the waning minutes of the third quarter here, under 1:20 remaining. Handoff up the middle.
And there's nowhere to go.
Saints return to the original line of scrimmage, picking up about a yard on the play.
Daytona Jordan in on the tackle there.
But that'll bring up 3rd and about 9.
3rd and 9 for the Saints. They drop
Pass.
the pass, throw it deep again to number 0. But Bryce Klein with excellent coverage there.
Great defense by the Loggers. Bryce there to break up the pass. Number 4, Bryce Klein. But number 0 shaking up on the play for the Saints. Loggers trainer and head coach will go out to help take a look. Coach for the Saints comes out as well, making his way across the field. Appears to be a right leg issue, likely a cramp. He's making his way off the field under his own power. That's good to see.
Good to see number 0 walking off on his own power.
So we're ready to resume after the injury timeout.
Let's make some noise for the Loggers. Big stop here.
4th and 9. Saints need some yards to keep this drive alive. Pass is broken up by the Loggers.
Take over at the 31-yard line.
I've been impressed all evening by the Loggers' pass defense. Apart from being beat once deep, they've had the men there to break up the passes. And when the passes are complete, often 2 or 3 Loggers right there to make the tackle. So the Loggers will take over. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Flag comes in. Delay of game against the Loggers.
Delay of game against the Loggers. That will result in 1st and 15. Zeke Miller with the handoff.
Nothing there, and a loss of about 3 on the play, and a flag comes in.
After the play contact.
One hopes that we aren't getting extracurricular already here in the 3rd quarter. Offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties. So the result of the play is a loss of yards. Loggers are going to face a long second.
2nd and 17 here.
Pass, handoff up the middle. Good gain of about 8 or 9 on the play. Beyond the original line of scrimmage. And that will end your third quarter of action. Here in Asotin, after 3 quarters, the score is 47 for your LC Valley Loggers, 6 for the CCC Saints. We'll step away while they flip the field and return shortly to Asotin, Washington. Welcome back for fourth quarter action here.
Fourth quarter starts with a quick screen to Bryce Klein. Follows his block straight, and he scores!
And that is a touchdown, Loggers.
Touchdown! Oh, but there's a flag on the play.
And a flag on the play. We'll hang tight to see what the call is.
Can you just re-enter the score?
Unsportsmanlike on the defense. Chop block on the defense. Penalties are declined. And the touchdown will stand.
The penalties decline. Bryce Klein.
So the last time the Loggers tried the PAT, good snap, good hold, good kick. We'll see if they can repeat. So at the Loggers practice on Wednesday, they had some long snapping assistance.
There was movement and a penalty is thrown.
Penalty on the defense.
That'll be half the distance for the goal.
Kick is good.
Good kick for the Loggers. 54-6.
So, with 14 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, the Loggers end the possession with a touchdown and a PAT kick.
So that must have been 33 something.
So, the ball is on the tee. The officials run off the field. Number 45 for your Loggers, Dylan Sadler, gets set to kick it away. And a good kick. Fielded at about the 10. Reverses field and doesn't find much room. Good special teams coverage by the Loggers. A return of a net about 2 or 3 yards. So a component that we haven't seen real strong from Loggers teams of the past is the punting game. And the way the game's gone so far, we haven't had a chance to find out.
Saints are going to start their drive at the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Saints.
Back to pass. Throwing it towards number 23's direction. Falls incomplete.
In and out of the hands of number 23 for the Saints. 6 inches lower, and I think he might have been able to drag that in. Some of the other gentlemen in the booth have commented that we've not had a single pass interference yet today. Just good, clean play, both on defense and offense, with a fairly pass-heavy Saints offense.
Back to pass again for the Saints. They wind up and throw it deep. Bryce Klein with the near interception.
Pass falls incomplete. So Saints facing a fairly long 3rd and 10, deep in their own territory.
Saints back to pass again.
Looks left side.
Throws it deep. And again, Bryce Klein with the pass break.
Bryce Klein again there for your LC Valley Loggers. Pass incomplete. So
and 10 for the Saints.
that'll set up a 4th down. They appear, from their formation, to be going for it.
Saints back to pass again.
Passes up.
Testing Bryce Klein, and he intercepts this one.
Interception
That'll take the ball
by
out to the
Bryce
13
Klein.
yard line.
Second interception of the day that the Loggers might have wanted to let drop, but it sure looks good on the stat sheet to have, I believe, about 5 interceptions today. So with the turnover, the Loggers will be 1st and 10 on the Saints' 40-yard line.
Hunter Bell takes it himself.
Handoff, run up the middle. Gain of less than a yard on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Handoff.
Handoff here.
Short gain on the play.
With a short gain.
And that will bring up 3rd down. Third and 9 for the Loggers.
3rd and 9 here for the Loggers. Hunter back to pass.
Calls his own number.
Himself. He
Gets a short gain.
Bring up 4th and 7 here for the Loggers. And there's a Saints player down on the field.
Saints player down. We'll go ahead and take a wide shot of the field. Haven't yet introduced your LC Valley Loggers coaches for the season. So our program director is Bob Thorson, who helped found the program about 10 years ago. Head coach for this season, Phil Wendell. Offensive coordinator and line coach, Jordan Sherman. Quarterbacks coach, Gene Strawn. Special teams and linebackers, Kenny Parham. Athletic trainer, Garrett Skelton. And this year's honoraries head coach, Kevin Laux. Two wide receivers left. Pass complete, up the middle. He's got room. He does go all the way. Number 44 with a Logger. Touchdown. Found a seam up the middle and just didn't stop. Good completion to number 44. Nolan Swafford's gotten a lot of calls today and made the most of each opportunity. PAT attempt. Snap looked a little low, but caught and brought up well. The kick is good. 61 points for your LC Valley Loggers. So we thank you for tuning in today, and thank you also for supporting those who support your loggers. Those include Pro Image. At both of our home games, apparel is available from Pro Image here on the sideline. Pro Image is also available in the Lewiston Center Mall for all your sporting goods needs and apparel. Rogers Toyota and Rogers Motors. We appreciate their support of the loggers for several years here. Great places to buy your next vehicle. Martin Insurance has been insuring the loggers for many years, and if you need insurance too, talk to Ann Martin Grimm at Martin Insurance. Diatley Construction as well has been a longtime supporter of the LC Valley Loggers. On your next large construction project, Diatley can help.
Sadler with the kick. Number 23 for the Saints is returning it.
Good return for the Saints.
Down to the 36-yard line.
Back to about the 35, maybe the 38. Officials from both sides seem to be converging on different locations. And the ball will be spotted on the 35. So with 11 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, the Saints will take over. Passes away.
Pass by the Saints.
Tipped by number 24 for your Loggers. Pass drops incomplete.
Cody Ryan with the tip.
Cody Ryan there with the spot on defense. Breaking up that pass.
Saints back to pass. Bryce Klein with the
Intercepted.
He could go all the way. Touchdown.
Pick 6 for the LC Valley Loggers. Number 7. Correction. Number 4 for the Loggers. No flags on the field. That touchdown will stand.
That is 2 interceptions in a row for Bryce Klein.
So the Saints have been going for big risk and hopefully big reward, but the Loggers defense has been where they need to be. PAT kick is good.
Good, making it 68-6. Loggers up.
So, with 10:55 remaining, the Loggers will prepare to kick it away. I think we've mentioned a time or two before, but this is a fairly young program in the CCC Saints. We appreciate them making the trip up to kick off our season with us today here at Asotin. It was a long bus ride, from what I understand. And the officials appear to be ready. Loggers are ready.
Dylan Sadler set to kick again.
Kicks it away. Deep kick. Running back.
Great kick,
And he'll down it in the end zone for a touchback.
going to be a touchback for the Saints. I think the lead's big enough. Unless you see him just say stop.
So one receiver wide to the near side, 3 on the far side.
Number 13 is in at quarterback. Harry rolls out to the right and slides for a gain of about 3 yards.
Gain of about 3 yards to the 28. Maybe 27. We'll give him 2 on that play. One receiver on the near side, 3 on the far side.
Saints back to pass again. The Loggers bring the pressure and the ball falls incomplete.
Good pressure by the Loggers. Force the quarterback to throw before he is ready. Inside 9 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter of action.
Saints back to pass. Number 7 and a quarterback.
In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, incomplete. Number 19 targeted on the pass.
We'll bring up a 4th and 8 yards for the Saints.
4th and 8 for the CCC Saints. Inside of 8 minutes remaining here in the second half of action.
Number 7 back to pass. He's brought by number 45, Dylan Sadler.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 17.
Loggers will take over.
Loggers will take over on downs at about the 28-yard line.
Shout out to the Loggers offensive line, who's played great. Alonzo, Hayden, Chad, Tucker, and Malachi.
Number 13 set to receive the snap for the Loggers. Handoff to number 11. And it takes a swarm to bring him down after a gain of about 5. Good run by number 11, D'Angelo Nunez. Loggers are content to let the play clock run. Got room on the edge.
For a gain of about 3 yards, bringing up 3rd and 2.
3rd and about 2 for the Loggers, and a flag comes in.
Flag is thrown at the end of the play.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against the Saints.
That'll bring up a 1st down for the Loggers.
So that'll bring up a 1st down for the Loggers. 1st and goal from about the 9 or 10. We don't have chains, so it's less than 10 to go.
First and goal here for the Loggers. Hunter takes it forward for about a gain of 5 yards.
Run up the center by Hunter Bell. And a flag comes in on the play. Flag's on the near sideline.
A flag on the play against the Loggers. Pushes the ball back to the 15-yard line. Still 1st and goal.
Again, the Loggers letting the play clock run down. Handoff.
Cesar. He's fighting for every yard still. And the ball comes out. Saints recover and will take over about the 9-yard line.
Fumble recovered by the Saints on the 9. So we're inside 3.5 minutes. Very familiar formation for the Saints. 1 receiver on the near sideline, 3 on the far sideline.
Saints throw it up. And
Pass complete.
For a big gain.
Out to about the 44.
43-yard line.
That's the type of yardage the Saints have been looking for all evening, and they finally connect.
Throw back the pass for the Saints. And a good catch by the Saints.
And number 19 climbs the ladder and brings it in.
Kobe there on the coverage.
Germond Brown with a good catch for the Saints. Second and about 1.
Saints back to pass again.
Pass incomplete.
Kobe Ryan.
Not sure who the intended receiver was there. Maybe number 4, maybe number 16. That'll bring up third down. Saints break the huddle. Inside 1 minute to play.
Third and short here for the Saints. Draw back the pass.
Pass is up.
Left, and it is nearly intercepted.
Nearly intercepted on a ball that just didn't quite have enough on it. Number 7 there for your Loggers. Nearly able to bring it in. Looks like we may have one more snap this evening.
Fourth down here, possibly the last play of the game. Saints back to pass.
And wrapped up and brought down.
Hayden Berger with the last sack to finish
Berger
off
with the
game.
sack for your Loggers. That will do it.
That's the end of the
We
game.
thank you for joining us here from Asotin Field for your Loggers Saints football game. Story of the game was some really good defense by the Loggers, able to stop a pass-heavy offense by the Saints. We thank you for tuning in and look forward to having you join us again next week for next week's game. Romney, Hogabum, and Greg signing off, reminding you it's a great day to have a great day. Good night.